Vee, and in today's video we're going to be talking about some very creepy twin stories. I've done videos about twins in the past and I find them so fascinating, so I can't wait. Also, if you have not noticed, I do have a new backdrop behind me. This is a chalkboard version of Hogwarts. Can you see? I absolutely love it. This is probably one of my favorite yet. I know I say that all the time, but I mean it. They just keep getting better and better. I'm just kidding. Also, by the way, if you like awkwardly see black hair dye like all over my forehead, I just got my hair done from my sister, so there's remnants. So because I have a new backdrop, that means I'm going to be announcing the winner of last month's backdrop. The contest was on Twitter and the username is Libra Wingford. So congratulations. Thank you so much for being active. I will be DMing you. And if you guys would like to win this Hogwarts chalkboard backdrop, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, so my Jessii Vee channel, turn on your notification bell, and then head over to my Jessii Vee Instagram, follow me there, and I'm going to be choosing people who constantly watch my stories, like my stuff, interact with me, talk with me, DM me. If I see your name popping up a lot, I will choose you to win. Alright guys, so before we jump right into today's video, I just want to give you another reminder. I have joined a website called Cameo, and on there I'm able to send you guys personalized videos, whether it's your birthday, a special occasion, you just want me to say hi, or you have questions for me. You can book me on there to send you a personal video right to you. There's also a chat option on there, so if you just want to go on there and chat with me back and forth, you can DM me on this website. I'm actually really fast at responding, so if you guys would like a video or if you want to chat with me, I have linked that down below. Alright, so let's get into the video. Today we're going to be talking about what's called twin telepathy. Now, if you did not know, telepathy is defined as transmittal and reception of thoughts by means other than through the normal senses as a form of extrasensory perception. That was almost a tongue twister. Science is skeptical on the subject of telepathy, yet many pairs of twins swear it's a real phenomenon. Many of them say that they can truly read each other's minds. So these true stories that I'm about to tell you are definitely creepy, but also kind of cool and might make you wish you had a twin to like do this with. Although I feel like I can actually read my own sister's thoughts in real life, and we're not twins. I think we're like 3 years apart. Alright, so the first story is called Predicting a Disappearance. There's a story about these two twin girls that were about 4 years old, and every single day they would walk to nursery school with their mom. One twin would walk on the right side of her and one twin would walk on the left. At their nursery school, they were friends with these two twin boys, and sometimes after school they would go over to their house to play while their moms talked over coffee. I feel like we all had those friends from school where you were friends with them and then your mom was friends with their mom, you know what I mean? On one particular morning on their walk to nursery school, one of the twins whispered in their mom's ear,
"What is wrong with the twin boy's father?"
And then immediately after, the other twin on the opposite side of her whispered the same question into her ear. So the twins had not heard each other but said the same thing to their mom. The mother was incredibly confused and told them there was nothing wrong with the twin boy's father. But at school, the twin boys and their mom hadn't shown up, and they had never missed a day before. And it was later found out that apparently the father had gone missing the night before. He hadn't returned home and the police were out looking for him. So it was just super strange how the twins had this feeling at the same time that something was wrong. This next story is actually kind of similar. It was where two twins predicted a motorcycle crash. This story is about these two 9-year-old twin sisters that were sitting on their front lawn one day. They were sitting right beside the road throwing acorns across the street onto their neighbor's yard. They saw a motorcycle coming down the road from very far away, and they both looked at each other, and at the same time they said,
"It's going to crash."
And there was no real reason for them to think this, but again, for some odd reason, they both had this instinct that something bad was about to happen. They raced into the house and grabbed the telephone so they could call for help. And just as they came back outside, the motorcycle crashed into the exact same spot that they had been sitting. So if they had still been there was no way that they would have survived. Now, the man on the motorcycle ended up being okay, thank goodness. But to this day, they still can't explain how they both had the same premonition. The next story is about the Whisper twins. I found this story about this girl named Jenna who remembered having these two twin girls in her class. She said they both had long black hair and dark eyes, and they never really spoke to anyone else except for each other. They both just seemed really quiet and reserved. The teacher always had to make sure their desks were right beside each other, and if one twin was sick, the other one wouldn't go to school either. Now, the whole entire class started calling these twins the Whisper twins because they would sit at the back of the class just staring at people, and every so often they would lean into each other and start whispering something that no one else could hear. And as soon as they stopped and looked up, something horrible would happen in the classroom. Now, people weren't sure if it was a coincidence or if something actually happened with these twins. Was it something supernatural? Was it something strange? For example, one day after they were caught whispering, the computer on the teacher's desk started sparking and eventually caught fire. So the whole school had to evacuate while they waited on the firemen. Another time, one of the twins' bullies started choking on her lunch, and the teacher had to run over and do the Heimlich maneuver. And when everyone looked at the twins at the back of the class, they were just sitting there quietly smiling. It was just known to everybody that strange things would happen when they whispered. Sometimes they would even just look at each other and something strange would happen. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this story kind of reminded me of the silent twins, and I've done a video about that before, and it's basically where they would only talk to each other and nobody else. Is that like a common twin thing? Alright, this next story is called The Night Her Twin Perished. There was this woman in her 40s who had a twin brother, and she woke up in the middle of the night from a very odd dream. In her dream, her brother walked up to her and asked her to take care of his two children. He told her that he was leaving and really needed somebody to look after them. Now, she woke up and this dream was just really upsetting her. She felt this huge sorrow, and then unfortunately found out that her brother actually passed away in his sleep. So it was like he actually appeared to her as it happened. And lastly, we have a story called The Sleep Talkers. This story is about these two twin toddlers, and their parents would always witness them sleep talking. Now, the super creepy thing about this is that they both slept in different rooms, and they would always have this back and forth conversation with each other without being able to actually hear each other. One night they were specifically talking about how much fun they had playing in the sandbox earlier that day. And years later, they both had this dream about their older sister being in serious danger. And the next morning, this older sister received phone calls from both of them separately asking if she was okay. Imagine being a parent and hearing your two twin daughters in separate rooms sleep talking to each other. I mean, I feel like it would be eerie, but like fascinating at the same time. Anyway, so guys, those are all of the twin stories I'm going to be talking about today. There are so many more I could go into, so give this video a thumbs up if you want me to make this into like a series or something. Don't forget, if you want to win the backdrop behind me, all you have to do is head over to my Jessii Vee Instagram and just be active over there viewing stories and stuff. And if you would like a personalized video from me, or you just want to chat with me, I have linked Cameo down below in the description. But I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!